Hello students, hope you all are well. Let us start our next video. The last video I completed the sixth chapter, that is retirement or death of the partner. And today I will start the next video, which is on the basis of seventh chapter. Seventh chapter according to your elements of accounts part 1 of standard 12. Before starting the seventh chapter, let me say the weightage of the seventh chapter. According to the board paper style, the seventh chapter weightage is 1 plus 1 plus 2. That means one question from MCQ, one question from section B, and two practical sums from section C. Total weightage you will get from this chapter 8 marks. These 8 marks will come 1 plus 1 plus 2 practical sums of each 3 marks, which will come in section C. So from this you can understand that from this chapter long practical sums will not come. 3 marks short type of sums will come. On the basis of that you have to know. But to know the one question from section A, that is MCQ, and one question from section B, that is 1 or 2 line questions answer, for that, and also to do the practical sums of 3 marks each, you have to know some theoretical part of this chapter. Page number 275. Page number 275 according to your textbook, page number 275, that is called Dissolutions of a Partnership Firm, 7th chapter. This is the last chapter from part 1. Dissolutions of the partnership firms, you have to know the meaning. Some of the importance line which I marked in your textbook, that are the points you have to understand and you have to know to get the 1 mark MCQ questions as well as the 1 mark from section B, also to do the practical sums, what the journal entry will come. These are the things which you have to know. The previous chapter you came to know that one partner is going to retire or death or any matters comes, for the remaining partners they are running the business. But this chapter they are telling that it is dissolved. Dissolved means partner is going to close. When the partnership, according to the Partnership Act 1932, the business started and it has run for a long time, after a certain period, if all partners decided that they want to close the business, or sometime it may happen that court has taken decision to close the business, in such situations what journal entry will pass or what will be the accounting effect. The meaning of the dissolutions. According to your textbook, I am reading the main line that you have to understand what is the meaning of dissolutions. Dissolutions means the end of existence. Here dissolutions is to be studies in this concept of the dissolutions of a partnership and a partnership firm. The two things which is given. One is the dissolutions of a partnership, another is dissolutions of a partnership firm. Both the words meaning are not same. Where the two issues are considered for these dissolutions. One is dissolutions of a partnership firm. What is the meaning of a dissolutions of a partnership firm? MCQ or section B 1 or 2 lines questions may come. And what is the meaning of the dissolutions of a partnership? That meaning I want to tell you. When a partnership firm, the first one, dissolutions of a partnership firm, when a partnership firm closed down, business is going to close. When a partnership firm closed down its business on a permanent basis, or a firm became non-existent from legal point of view, it is known as dissolutions of a partnership firm. That means dissolutions of the partnership firms means the totally the business is going to close. In brief, when a running firm is closed and its business activities are closed, it is dissolutions of a partnership firm. So dissolutions of the partnership firms means that business is going to close. Business is going to close. Firm means business. So you have to know now the dissolutions of a partnership. What is called the dissolutions of the partnership? Partnership means the relations between each other. All of you know in a partnership business, the number of partner more than one. And the business is running on the basis of the relationship. The dissolutions of a partnership means the firm is not going to close, which is closed, it is dissolved the partnership. Dissolve the partnership means when a business is not closed. The previous one was business is closed. So keep it in mind, dissolutions of a partnership firm means totally business is going to close, and dissolutions of the partnership means when business is not closed down. Business is not closed down due to the retirement of a partner, death of a partner, insolvency of a partner, or due to any other reasons. So what is the meaning? Due to retirement of a partner, death of the partner, insolvency of the partner, or due to any other reasons, and the remaining partner keeps business continuous. So due to any one or two, if suppose that the four partners are there, two are leaving the business, the remaining two can run the business, it is a dissolution of a old partnership. Dissolution of a old partnership. That means when the two are leaving, remaining two are running the business, once again they have to follow the new rules and regulations, new profit and loss account, new partnership system. For that it is called the old dissolutions of a old partnership. Except outgoing partner, remaining partner keeps business continuous. So consequently, the new partnership takes place. That is the things I want to tell you. The new partnership takes place. Previously, suppose four partner, they made one rules and regulation, they made the partnership deed. According to that, the business was running on. Now when two are leaving and remaining two are running the business, once again they have to make the partnership deed. For that it is called the new partnership, and the previous one it was the old partnership. Generally, the proportions of the partnership changes between the continuous partner. In this circumstance, partnership firm does not get dissolved. This is the sentence is most important. In this circumstance, partnership firm does not get dissolved, but the new partnership comes into existence due to the recognitions of a partnerships. So in short, I can tell you, dissolutions of the partnership firm means totally business is going to close, and dissolutions of the partnership means the business is not going to close, they have to make the new partnership system, that is called dissolutions of a partnerships. One MCQ questions may come. The difference between the dissolutions of partnership and partnership firm, that is given in your book of page number 276 of point number C, that you will go through. Next point, it is the fourth point of page number 276, the dissolutions of a partnership firm. In this chapter, what we are going to learn in this chapter, the 2 points you came to know. One is the dissolutions of the partnership firm, another is dissolutions of a partnerships. But out of these two, in this chapter you are going to learn the first point, that is called dissolutions of a partnership firm. We are not going to learn the second point from this chapter. Second point is dissolutions of a partnership, that is already you have learned from the previous chapter, that is 6th chapter. Now the dissolutions of the partnership firm. In this chapter we will understand the study of importance aspect of the dissolutions of a partnership firm. Once again I want to tell you, dissolutions of the partnership firm means business is going to close. If business is going to close, what will be the effect and what are the steps you have to follow, what journal entry you will pass, that the things you have to learn from this chapter. Subsequently, we will take then understand the study accounting treatment for the dissolution. So we will undertake the study of accounting treatment for the dissolutions of a firm. Now what we are going to learn from this chapter, that is the number 1, method of the dissolutions of the firm. What is the method of the dissolutions of the firm? Number 2, that is B, legals and others provisions for accounting settlement of the dissolutions. If firm is going to close, how will settle down the accounts, because you are doing the transactions from different persons, from different level. So every accounts you have to close, every accounts you have to settle. And third one, the procedure of the dissolution, in which way you will do it, what is the system to do it. The first one is that method of the dissolutions firms. Firm कैसे dissolve होला, how firm can be dissolved, that is the method of dissolutions of the firm. So method of the dissolutions firm, it is telling that as per the Indian Partnership Act 1932, all of you know Indian Partnership Act was passed in the year of 1932. One MCQ may come, that year you have to keep in mind. Indian Partnership Act, it was passed in the year of 1932. There are the two methods for dissolutions of the partnership firm is given. One, that question may come, how many methods are there? That questions may come, that how many methods are there for the dissolutions of the partnership firm. You have to write, as per the Indian Partnership Act 1932, there are two methods for the dissolutions of the partnership firm. One is normal dissolutions or dissolutions without interference of the court, and second one, dissolutions by the court. What is called the normal dissolution? Normal dissolution means court is not going to force you to dissolve the business. It's called normal dissolutions. And second one, that you are doing something wrong, that time court can force you, or court can give a notice to you that you are not supposed to continue the business. You have to close the business. That is called. So one is normal dissolutions, that means dissolutions without interference of court, and second one, dissolutions by the court. The first one, normal dissolutions. Normal dissolutions are the dissolutions without interference by the court, though any of that following methods in partnership can be dissolved without interference of the court. Number 1, by agreement. Suppose all the partner or the member, they made the agreement that after a certain number of year or a period they will close the business, they can close the business, but everyone should be ready. The second one, dissolutions as per contract. If it is contract is made, so that can be dissolved. Third one, dissolutions as per the act. If it is given as per the act, also it can be dissolved. The fourth one, dissolutions are happening in a certain contingents. If if it is happening in these dissolutions, that can be closed down. And the last one, the dissolutions by notice. If notice is given by all the partner, then also it can be dissolved. That is called the normal dissolutions. Normal dissolution, you are having the 5 point 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. The second point is coming, dissolutions by the court. Why court will give the order, or why court will give the notice to close the down? Close down means to dissolve the business. So sometime it may happen the partners, they want to run the business, but sometime due to their activities it may be the illegal or something wrong. That time court can take decision and court can give the order that business should be closed down. When any of the partner, it is given, when any partner file a suit for dissolutions of a firm or any of the following ground, and the court order to dissolve the firm. There are the total 5, 6, 7 points is given. Due to these 7 points, that due to this 7, any one or two points, the firm can be dissolved, which is court can give the order. Sometime it may question comes from the section B, write 2 points out of the 7 points, like that. What are the points it is given? The page number 277. The first one, when any partners become became unsound mind, कोई एक partner को unsound हो गया. When a partner became permanently incapable or performing his duties as per the partner, as a partner, when a partner undertakes misconduct against the partnership firm or against the business of the firm, when a partner willfully and the persistent breach of the partnership's agreement, when a partner transfers his whole interest in the partnership to a third party without consent of the other partner. That means these are the all illegal things which the partners is, if any partner is doing. When a firm continuous issue the incurs losses and is unable to run the business, if a business is getting every year the loss, that time also court can give the order. When the court find any other ground it is not mentioned. If court is going to find out that something wrong which is not mentioned out of this 7 point, that time also court can give the order that it should be closed down. Now the second point, that is B point. This is first A point I have discussed, method of resolution firm. The now B point, legal and others provisions for accounting settlement of the resolutions. After that I will tell you procedure for resolutions. That is the B point, legal and other provisions for accounting settlement. Suppose if court has given the order, or suppose if court has not given the order but partners they decided that they want to discontinue, they want to close the business, that time what are the legals and the others provisions for the accounting settlement of the resolutions that is given for loss of a firm, the number 1. Number 2, the liability of the firm and the personal liability of the partner. The number 3, the partner's loan to the firm. The number 4, the loan of the partner's wife. The number 5, liability of the partner. And number 6, the distributions of the assets, realizations of the firm. This is the most important points that you have to keep in mind. There are the total 6th point is given. Out of the 6th point, the last point, it's point number 6, is also most important. So under the second point, point number B, that is legal and other provisions for accounting settlement of the resolutions. These are the point which you have to keep in mind. For loss of a firm, the number 2, the liability of the firm and the personal liability of partner. Number 3, partner's loan to firm. Number 4, loan of partner's wife. Number 5, liability of partner. And the number 6, the distributions of assets of realizations. The realizations of assets of the firm is paid in the following. You have to make one new account to resolve it, that is called realization account. I will tell you what is called realization account. Previous chapter you made one account that is called a revaluations account. Revaluations account is called nothing but the changing of assets and liabilities, and result of that you have transferred to the partners capital account according to the old profit and loss sharing ratio. But 7th chapter you have to make not a revaluations account, realizations account, and the result of the realization account, whatever it is coming like that revaluations account, you have to transfer to the partners capital account. Now question is there are so many points are there, but which way and or which order you will follow, who will get preference. This is the order 1 2 3 4 5. These 5 you have to follow. First one, first you have to pay, first of all dissolutions expense is paid. Malab, first what you will do, you will sell all the assets. After selling all the assets, whatever the cash you are getting, all the assets except cash and bank. So you are having the balance sheets. In this balance sheet you are having the assets as well as the liability. In asset sides, whatever assets you are having, these all assets you are selling in the market, and after selling into the market, what money you have to pay to the outsider, that you have to pay first. After paying to the outsider, if partner's wife loan is there, that you have to pay. And after that, if any partner's loan is there, that you have to pay. At last, the if money is excess is coming, then partners will get. But first of all, the first things which you have to do, that is first of all resolutions expense, if it is there, matlab for selling the assets in the market, if is there any expense, that expense first you have to pay before paying to anybody. That questions may come in MCQ or section B. What are the first amount to what you have to pay? The first of all, resolutions expense. This order you have to follow. Resolutions expense will be paid first. Next, liability towards the third party. So liability towards the third party का पहले resolutions expense आपको payment करना है. So resolutions expense will be paid first. Second, liability towards the third party. Third, loan to the partners. थर्ड पार्टी के अंदर पार्टनर्स वाइफ लोन इज ऑलरेडी इंक्लूडेड. नेक्स्ट इज लोन ऑफ ए पार्टनर्स पेड. नेक्स्ट इज फाइनली कैपिटल एंड द बैलेंस ऑफ द करंट अकाउंट ऑफ द पार्टनर आर रिडीम्ड. Even at last, if any surplus remain after the payment shows the up to D, the surplus will be distributed among all the partner in their profit and loss sharing ratio. So this order you will first remember it. Resolutions expense first, then third party ka payment, then loan of a partner, then finally capital or the current account if it is given. At last, if any excess comes, then the partners will get. Now the C point. C point according to the page number 276, point number C, procedure of dissolution. What is the method or what is the system? What is the procedure? Generally the procedure of the dissolutions, when a firm is dissolved, at that time all assets of the firm are sold, which I told you now. Suppose it is decided that the firm is going to close or firm is going to dissolve, then what they will do? Because sometime it may happen that they will get the cash from so many places and they have to pay the cash to so many places. So what? They will collect the cash and they will pay the cash. How they will collect? Now all the assets except cash and bank, at that time all assets of the firm are sold in the market and the payment is made in that mentioned order of the above what is given just now I told. Due to the accounting treatment of the dissolutions, books of the accounts of the firm will be closed. So whatever the books you have opened or whatever the account you have opened, all this account you have to close it. Now accounting treatment, the next point is coming, the accounting treatment of the dissolutions. At the time of dissolution for the firm, all assets of the firm sold. I told you all assets of the firm will be sold into the market. All assets of the firm will be sold into the market means what you are having in the balance sheet, that is the book value. But if you are going to sell these all assets into the market, you may get less or more than that. That is called market value. And the liability are to be paid. After selling that liability, you have to pay from this realized income the amount which you have released. If surplus remain, the capital is redeemed, books of the accounts are closed. To incorporate the complete procedure, the following accounting treatment are given. These are the following accounting treatment you have to follow. So only keep it in mind, all the assets except cash and bank you will sell into the market, and whatever the cash you are getting from that, all the payment what is due, that you have to pay. At last, if any surplus is there, then partners will get. If surplus is not there, shortage is there, then also partners should bring. Number 1, the preparations of the necessary account. The following accounts are prepared to follow the accounting procedure for the dissolutions and to give the accounting treatment. First of all, you have to open the realization account. Once again I want to tell you, it is not the revaluations account, it is called realization account. Second is partners loan account if any there. Third is partners capital account or current account. Last is cash account or bank account. So there are the 4 things you have to open. One is the realization account, second one is the partners loan if partners is loan is there, third one is the partners capital account, and last one is the cash account. Now what is called the realization account? Realization account means an account where you have to transfer all the assets what is given in the balance sheets, and all the liabilities whatever it is given in the balance sheet according to their book value. But when you will transfer this all assets and liability, that time you will keep it in mind, except cash and bank, in your book value you have to transfer from the all assets from asset sides and the all liability, but except the capital or any personal loan if it is given, that we will not transfer, that we will pay directly. Remaining all the liability we have to transfer to the realization account, and after transferring realization account, after that when you will sell the assets, that time if it is more or less whatever it is amount is coming, that also through realizations we will pass the journal. Even when you will pay the liability, that also through journal or through realization account we will pay. And at last we will close the realization account, whatever the balance is coming, if profit that also will transfer, if loss that also will transfer to the partners capital account, that is called realization account. Now the things what you have to know, most important things what you have to know from this chapter, the few transactions. According to your textbook page number 279, once again I have to repeat you, page number 279, according to your textbook, the total 11 transactions you have to remember, that is page number 285 before illustration number 1, or page number 286 up to page number 285, you are having total 11 transactions. These are the 11 transactions or the entry you have to remember. In different situation, what entry you will pass for different situations. If I explain the entry, you will understand. And out of this 11 entry or 11 transactions, 5 or 7 transactions which already you know from the chapter 5 and chapter 6. जैसे how to transfer the reserve or accumulated profits, that all of you know. How to transfer the assets to the realization account, how to transfer the liability to the realization account, like that already you know. But few will be new, that only you have to know from these things. So I will explain one by one all these entries, whatever it is given in page number 279, one by one. I told you total 11 entries are there, but under one it may be one or A, B, again it may be under 3, it may be 3A and B, like that if you count, so it may reach up to 16 or 17 transactions. So once again I want to tell you that when I will tell you these are the transactions, these transactions you will try to remember, and which situation what transactions will pass or you have to write, that is the most importance from this chapter. That sometime it may happen, I told you, out of that 8 marks from this chapter, 1 plus 6, out of this 8 marks, the first 1 plus 1, sometime they may ask to you pass the journal or the transactions in these situations. Matlab, they can tell you out of this 11, 1 or 2 entry they may ask in section A or in section B. So transactions also you have to keep it in mind. In the next video I will explain one by one all this journal. You try to follow it. Hope you are understanding. Even if you do not understand, so you can tell me. Once again I want to tell you, in this video whatever the theoretical part from your textbook I made the underline, that once again you read. Even if you do not understand in any place, you can tell me, and you also follow the next video. Hope you are understanding. Okay, bye.